Planning may come instinctively to some, but to others, it could be a lot more of a burden. And this is where you need to train yourself to be able to think about the consequences of your actions. Think about what your activities might entail and why you're doing them. Priorities need to be set by defining what is most important to you in your life. It is about being honest with yourself about what truly matters to you. What do you spend most of your days focusing on and thinking about? Then, for each category, set one, a couple, or more goals. But it's important to work out a goal with smart metrics in mind. For example, if I set out a goal to be spending quality time with my family, that may be unclear and a bit vague in terms of what it entails and whether or not that is achievable. By simply changing the wording, a goal becomes much easier and more likely to be achieved. Wording a goal effectively is one thing, but feeling confident about whether or not it is achievable is about knowing yourself. It is your blueprint to learning from the past and empowering yourself to put your learnings into practice for a better future. But are all personalities created equally? No, certainly not. But that doesn't mean that one is above another in any way. We all carry unique strengths. These strengths are built through innate characteristics, in addition to situationally being developed, or even adapted to thrive in our environment. But innately, we are more dominantly one of 4 personality types from a 2-dimensional angle. One of the 4, the blue personalities, are inherently stronger at things like planning. But if we look at the polar opposite, which is the yellow personality, that personality is much stronger at being inspirational and hence influencing people to become better. Hence, a unique combination would be a yellow personality working with a blue personality to develop plans that can favorably impact others and reach them. This is why the concept of teamwork is critical both at work and in life in general. Amongst the 4-dimensional view of the personality styles, which is created by Myers-Briggs, the top row and bottom row, or judging, and also to a certain extent those with the second letter being an S and the third letter being a T, are very strongly adapted to plan effectively. I will be covering how we distinguish these different personalities in a future video. At the end of the day, it's important to look at how these different combinations make us unique as people. People might be sharing personality styles out of these 16, but ultimately each person is very different from another. No 2 people are identically alike. The concept of inclusivity has changed over the years. It's really important to take a look at what diversity really means. And we do know that diversity does impact the professional setting in a major way. But it's not only the professional setting, it's also your personal life. Picture this. Everybody in the world thinks just like you. In theory, it seems peaceful. Everybody would get along. However, we do need diversity in personality types as well. There are 3 key elements to consider when we're talking about who we are as people. And that's essentially what your toolkit is. There are things that are intuitive, aka your personality. There are things that are situational, the experiences you've been through, the people you've met. And there are things that are adaptable, the skills you've learned, the capabilities you've built. That includes your credentials, any degrees you've culminated. So these 3 key aspects are what built into your toolkit. It's important to create an environment where everybody feels welcome, everybody's able to develop their strengths and demonstrate their talents, because every single personality type has something to offer, something to bring to the table. It's that proverbial iceberg that we really need to explore further. Who you are as a person, your true personality, is what you're really bringing in as your professional toolkit. Extreme introverts could appear very confident, but it's about knowing your personality and working with it. As an introvert myself, a book I've really enjoyed is this, Quiet Impact. It really explains what the strengths an introvert could bring to the table. Historically, we've always encouraged introverts to speak up and socialize a bit more. Do we really need to encourage that? That's not part of the strengths an introvert brings. We don't need to change ourselves. We don't need to fit into a particular norm that everybody's encouraging. And let's just be comfortable with who we are. Nothing wrong with that. We simply need to accept who we are as people. Over time, we will evolve in certain aspects, but our true foundation will remain the same. We don't need to yearn towards changing ourselves, but rather understanding our core and working with it. Ultimately, nothing gets done without action. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, accept it with grace.